So, when is the actual date of the Freedom Conference?
Jamon, how are you, sir?
I'm all right, man. I'm very honored for this opportunity,
Good. Well, it's good to have you here, man. I want to ask you about last year's conference. You were at last year's conference, and I know you had a life-changing time.
Yeah.
I mean, we all saw what was happening with Jamie. It was something good. It was something good that couldn't be contained.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Tell us about your experience at last year's conference.
Man, it was truly life-changing for me. Like there was one situation where I believe you was praying and with church and the youth were just going forth, and I heard this voice and it was like, go get the mic, say something. I'm like, well, this is not my, my church and everything, and like I was just going back and forth with it, and I kind of figured at the end, after everything was done, it was God. So I said, okay. So I got up and God just used me. I was quoting the scripture, 1 Timothy 4:12. Pretty sure everyone knows that. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example to the believers in word of conversation, in charity and spirit, and faith and purity. And it was as if the worship went to another level. Through God used me to, take things to another level. So it was awesome, man. It was truly life changing. I honestly thought it was going to be like a normal youth conference, like, boredom a little. But I knew it was going to be exciting because I've been to the spot and everything, so I knew it was going to be, jumpy and everything. But I received the total opposite. Like, it was beyond my expectations. Like, the worship just Friday and Saturday, like the whole thing, just worshiping every day. It was just awesome. It was an experience that I haven't felt before or been through. So it was
different than you expected.
Yeah, truly, totally different all the way around.
Wow. And so by the time Saturday night came, by that time, what were you feeling?
Energy. Yeah. Not, the normal energy a person would get, but God's energy. Like, I was so ready. If there was a war like Armageddon and everything, the end of the world thing, I would be like, God, put me in the front line. Like, I had that much energy, God's energy, and I was just so ready to go forth in front of the youth and just minister. Like, it was so much energy.
Wow, so you were built up.
Yeah.
You were ready to go hard.
I was ready, man. Yup, go hard, yup.
Yeah, that's good. Awesome.
I believe it was one part where the youth leaders would hold our hands and they would ask us who, hurt you the most or had a huge impact on your life, I believe. And so I was like, I think it was me and Jarrell, and I told him my dad because, I never met my dad, don't know him and everything. So that really affected me just growing up as a young man. And he was like, okay, I'm your dad now. Tell me everything that hurts you and what that I did that, hurt you and everything. So I was telling him and I was crying and everything. And then he spoke back to me as if he was my dad, and he was saying, I'm sorry, and I should have been man enough to stay and take care of responsibility that I created. And it was like, wow, even though it wasn't my dad, but it felt as if it was my dad, speaking those words. And it really helped me to be able to forgive my dad. Yeah. And that right there was like, wow, I'm so glad I came. That was one thing that was really heavy on me. And being able to, free that, it felt really good. So that's one of the things.
Yeah. So henceforth, the title Freedom.
Right. Yeah. Freedom, yep. I say it played a major part because I knew of God and had a relationship with him. But the conference took things to another level. Like, I've never felt God before like that, and I've never seen God like that before. Just like when you call the youth up to the, the altar, and if they know that they were called for ministry and everything, and you was praying for everyone, and just seeing people, fall out in God's, presence and everything, speaking in tongues. And it was as if I saw God's glory cloud in the room. And I was like, man, I can't go back. I can't be who I used to be. It gave me, how some people with some situations like a slap in the face. Mm-hmm. So it was like, now it's time for you to get in line, So it was like, man, I can't go back. Wow. So it was truly a life-changing event. Yeah. If you want a change and you're tired of being hurt and you're tired of giving in to the devil, and then you feel bad afterwards. If you're tired of that feeling, then come to the Freedom Conference. Even the title alone, Freedom, like that right there is just, it's like, oh my God, it's crazy. So, if you want change and you're tired of the same thing, then come to the Freedom Conference, because it will free you from what's been holding you bound. So if you're tired of the chains holding you down, then come to the Freedom Conference so you can get free.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I can honestly say it was fun, really fun. So to everybody, come to the Freedom Conference. You will really want to. It's truly life-changing. Last year it was called Revolt and being revolutionized. Now it's freedom, being free from everything that the devil tried to hurt you with or hurt anything. Just come. Just come.
That's good stuff.
Freedom Conference. Yeah.